As you can see, we're in a different location, and that is because we're in my living room. I rearranged my living room today, and I thought, you know what? The lighting looks really good. You know, I got my Blu-rays behind me. Now I look like a legitimate collector. Hello and welcome to a very late Blu-ray haul from ZIA Records. A while back on Instagram, I posted to my story asking if anybody would want to see what I picked up from ZIA when they're having their buy 3 get 1 free deal. And unsurprisingly, everyone said yes. But I got very busy and I wanted to put out some different videos I had been working on for quite some time. But I thought it'd be cool to make some videos right here on the couch where it's comfy. So here we are. Enough rambling, let's get into it. I did take advantage of the buy 3 get 1 free deal twice actually, so I have 2 stacks here. First up we have a Target exclusive 4K of Toy Story 4, which looks absolutely amazing on 4K. Pretty sure everyone's seen this. I'm pretty late to the game, so it has all the discs there, and then it has a little booklet here. If I'm being honest, I wasn't a huge fan of this movie. It is entertaining, but it feels like a pretty big cash grab, which it is. I mean, because, you know, everyone loves the ending of Toy Story 3, and that's where it should have ended, because there's money involved, and when there's money involved, anything and everything is on the table.
Why you pouring me? I'm right.
$10 for a Target exclusive. I just couldn't pass that up. I fell victim to the sin of a good deal. Next up, we have Dracula Untold on 4K. This actually looks pretty good on 4K. I found this pretty entertaining. A really cool take on the story of Vladimir the Impaler, who we all know as Dracula, so it's pretty cool. And the armor that he wears in this movie is sick as hell, so kind of bummed it didn't come with a slipcover, but it was like $5, so I mean, I can't really complain. Next up is another movie that I fell victim to a great deal, because this was like $10 on 4K. My wife really liked this movie. I was not a huge fan of it upon first watch. Upon second watch, I enjoyed it a little bit more. Still not a huge fan though. That is Knives Out on 4K. Looks great on 4K, by the way. Now, let me tell you why I didn't like this movie.
Because you're an idiot, that's why.
The cast is actually really good. It's a super stacked cast. But that is also the major issue I have with the movie, is because of such a big and prominent cast, a lot of people just didn't really get to do much. There were some people who were literally just kind of there, and their role just didn't really elevate the story at all. So that was kind of one of my bigger issues with the movie. The other issue is that it's a mystery film, and I personally am not a fan of mystery films. And let me tell you why. It is because as soon as I figure the mystery out, the suspense is gone, the thrill is gone, and I just can't watch it again because I already know everything that happens. I can see all the little details leading up to what's going on. But yeah, I figured out who it was and why like very early on. So throughout the entire movie, I'm just waiting for the characters to catch up with me.
You're so smart, huh, bitch?
So I found that kind of boring. But yeah, Knives Out is still pretty entertaining. Just not a movie that I can watch again and again. And the last film that I got in this first bundle, it's kind of a funny story. This is a movie that I've been wanting to find on Blu-ray for quite some time, but I just haven't had any luck. And I saw it and I was like, I gotta have that. Zach Galifianakis, I think, does his best work in this movie. So this kid who's like a manic depressive, he keeps having thoughts of killing himself, and they're getting a lot more serious, so he checks himself into a hospital. So he's like 16 years old, so the teenage wing of the hospital is being renovated. They get thrown in with the adult ward, so that's where this kid meets Zach Galifianakis and all these other characters. It's actually a pretty good movie. I actually really liked it. It deals with mental health issues in a way that isn't pandering, that isn't like, you know, woe is me. It's a bit of a more lighthearted take on mental illness, and I really enjoyed it. So for this next stack, I'm going to show you guys the movie that I got for free, and it was only like maybe $3. It's Crazy Heart, starring Jeff Bridges. This is directed by Scott Cooper, a director that I personally really like. He also directed Out of the Furnace, Black Mass. It's a story about a kind of old, washed up country singer who is having to deal with the fact that his protege is actually just really big, and everyone's just like in love with him, but no one gives him the credit for, you know, teaching that guy everything he knows. So he's just trying to get back on track and get back into the limelight, but he's having trouble because he's hit a bit of a slump, as well as the fact that he's a drunk is also kind of hindering his comeback. Pretty cool story, and I really like Jeff Bridges, so. So next up we have The Fighter with Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg. I feel really bad for Mark Wahlberg in this movie because literally every one of his co-stars was nominated for an Oscar, and Christian Bale actually won for Best Supporting Actor. Like, everyone was nominated except for Mark Wahlberg, and I feel bad for the guy because like he really did put his all into this film, but he just got overshadowed by Amy Adams, Melissa Leo, and Christian Bale, who is obviously fantastic. So I gotta feel for you, Mark. Not really, because you made Good Vibrations.
Yeah.
feel it, baby.
But you know, you tried. You really did. This is one of Christian Bale's best performances ever. I swear I thought I owned this, but I guess I didn't, so it's cool to have it in there now. Next up is another film my wife was really into. I enjoyed it. It's a bit of a downer, but my wife really enjoyed it, so we picked it up. And that is Christopher Robin, starring Ewan McGregor. This actually reminds me of Mary Poppins Returns or vice versa. But it's pretty much like, you know, a grown-up version of these characters and them just trying to deal with life, you know, as adults. Whereas in previous iterations or whatever, they were, you know, kids and, you know, they just wanted to have fun. They didn't really know too much of, you know, the grown-up world. And now that they're all grown up, they kind of lost themselves. They kind of lost that inner child. That's exactly what Christopher Robin is dealing with, you know, his family, his work life. Last up, this is an upgrade and it came with a dope-ass slipcover. It is Cinderella. I've got a few of these Ultimate Collector's Editions slipcovers. That is really cool to add to that. I like how shiny it is.
Ooh, shiny.
I really enjoyed this one. I'm not much of a Disney live action fan, but I do like Lily James in this. I think Lily James is pretty underrated. I just wish she would get better roles. She's usually just like a girlfriend or like a side character, which is kind of annoying considering she does a very good job as the main character. But yeah, Cinderella, I actually really enjoyed this and it looks absolutely fantastic on 4K, so I'm happy to have it, and it was only like $8. Alright you guys, so that was my Blu-ray haul from ZIA Records. That's what I picked up when they're having their buy 3 get 1 free deal. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the new scenery. And who knows, maybe I should start making videos right here. I mean, the lighting looks great. This couch is super comfortable. You know, my ass doesn't hurt from sitting in an uncomfortable chair in the dining room. Again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell notification to be notified whenever I drop a video because I'm very inconsistent. And let me know what you guys think of the stuff that I got.